Believe it or not, life is so funny. In this crazy show, inner struggles are obvious, with some silent, shrugging at indecent acts. Their golden dreams collide with their country's chaos, while their youth is caught up in the harassment of soldiers. The awful environment makes them want to flee instantly, and a friend's post sparks a sudden idea. Turns out, if miners escape to Germany, they can apply for family reunification. Perfect timing since Sister Yusha is 17 this year. So, the two hatch a plan to escape to Germany, only to be shut down by their father after all. Serious trains and planes are like Fort Knox right now. Risks resemble lottery odds, almost zero. Even in Germany, they are just powerless refugees excluded from swimming contests. But lo and behold, an unexpected event in the competition changed their father's mind. Yusra was zooming ahead like a fish, about to break records. But then, kaboom! A shell landed right in front of the pool, and everyone panicked. Another one pierced the roof, and chaos ensued. But poor Yusra in the pool was blissfully unaware until a shell plopped right in front of him. He then realized death was just a blink away, a soul-crushing feeling. Fortunately, the shell hit bottom without exploding, saving his life. The incident made his father face reality. In war, everyone is innocent. Under the shadow of war, everyone is a powerless prisoner. In the end, his father relented. Dong Bing got in touch with a wealthy relative, sending his nephew and 2 daughters off to Germany with a well-laid-out escape plan. First, they'd fly to Istanbul on tourist visas, pretending to be visitors. Next, find the smuggler to cross the Bulgarian border, then fly to Germany. Finally, a plan. He even whipped out their medals from childhood, instructing them to say they'd represented their country if trouble arose. That would save them a lot of hassle. The sister adds her childlike wish, a first edition map of Europe. Before parting, the 3 sisters reminisce about the good old days in their tiny little house. They chase away their worries with smiles, and this bond will quietly blossom over time, eventually releasing its sweet fragrance. But good times fade fast. Next day, 3 sisters set off to an unknown land. Departures bring both tears and reluctance, but it's onward and upward to avoid more tears. After a day and night of travel, they finally reached Istanbul, and the water gear everywhere was even the dapper mannequins were sporting life jackets. What a ride. These were lifelines for refugees. Next, they'd sail across the Aegean to Greater Greece. Each person had to cough up €2,000 for the crossing, and they couldn't even use their phones to check in, eat, or use the bathroom. But even with such unreasonable fares, the 3 had no choice despite how tough the conditions were. After 9 hours in the crowded bus, they finally reached the coast of Istanbul as night fell. They were joined by many other refugees from all over, making the scene quite a spectacle. There were wealthy folks from Eritrea, young scholars from Afghanistan, and chefs from Somalia, all with different backgrounds but a common goal. Everyone was filled with hopes for a bright future. They were making this journey worthwhile. Before long, Tom found what was supposed to be the boat, which looked more like a patched-up inflatable raft. Yet, it's expected to carry 20 people 300 km across the ocean. Crazy. The risks of the waves were clear to everyone. A single gust could wash their dreams away. One big wave could capsize them all, so amidst the fear and doubt, some chose to back out, but many pressed on, as the various hardships had already driven them to this brink. With multiple attempts, Tung finally got the old engine to roar back to life. After several tense hours, everyone sprung into action to assist the drowning Afghan youth. But the sisters refused to board. They knew the boat was already at maximum capacity. So, they decided to trail behind, dragging their weary bodies with bravery mixed with determination. Now's the time to say, if you like this story, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.